Hey Libra, welcome to the channel. My name is Sarah. Thank you for being here. We're going to do a reading today for you for the week of April 6th to the 12th, 2025. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. Libra, if you are interested in having a personal reading done by me, the information on how to obtain that is in the description box below this video. All right, so Libra, what's going on with you right now? Spirit, help us to tap into the energies of Libra. What is it that's going on with Libra? What does Libra need to know right now? What is going on with Libra? What's in Libra's energy? Something that you may have thought was over isn't over yet. With the world in reverse. There's something that isn't over yet. This may be something that you ran from, or somebody ran from you. And this may be involving an energy. You may have been involved with an energy where somebody was very insecure. We've got somebody who doesn't have true confidence, but this is a person who comes across as very cocky. So this is a person who seeks validation through through attention from others, but it's not like the attention seeking is rooted in very base. It's very base energy. It's often in a flirty / lustful way, and it's just that's what I'm getting here is that there's some sort of energy of somebody who may have been a bit of an attention seeker here, who thrives off of getting attention because that's how they feel whole and validated. And this may have been this could have been a long time committed, could have been a committed relationship. This could have been just a friendship of some sort. This is somebody who you felt was bringing you some level of emotional fulfillment. This was somebody who you really, really, really had. You're very drawn to this person. This person is your wish come true, is what's showing up. So this could be it looks very high potential to be a romance, and out jumps the book. So there was something about this, though, or something about this in the present moment that you don't know about, okay? There's something unknown about this situation. There's something that's cloudy. Your judgment right now about this situation is clouded, is what Spirit's trying to say. There's something, sudden wealth doesn't necessarily mean you're going to walk into sudden wealth. The sudden, it just means that there's something that's going to there's something that may end up happening suddenly that you're not expecting. It could have something to do with wealth. But I wouldn't bank on that based on the cards we're looking at right now. I'm seeing with the book to the clouds here, though both of those cards speak very strongly about you not knowing something. There's something that you're clouded. There's some sort of cloudy vision here regarding what's going on here. What's going on with this energy, Spirit, in the present moment. There's some sort of toxicity you've been dealing with. There may have been some sort of drama or argument, some incompatibility. And you may need to actually reflect on something here, or somebody else in your energy is reflecting on this connection or connecting. There's something about reminiscing. Somebody's reminiscing, or maybe you're reminiscing about something, but it looks like whatever it is, there's something that's unknown. And there's something that's really clouding your judgment now regarding this situation. So what led to this? What led to this, Spirit? Give us a bit of an idea as to what it is that led to this. So somebody may have come in for forgiveness for something. It does look like something was resurrected. Like you moved towards something that felt like it was like meant to be, is what I've got here. Like there was this real energy of feeling like something was meant to be. And it looked like it was solid. Like whatever this was your stability, security. This may have had something to do with wealth. But what I've got here, there may have been some sort of asking for forgiveness for not fulfilling a role in a partnership. There, for some of you, this may not be for every single one of you, but some of you may have been dealing with some level of infidelity here. And I'm getting that somebody moved in a new direction. Somebody moved in a new direction and maybe left you behind. That, or you moved in a new direction and left somebody else behind here. Somebody ran is what I'm getting in this connection. And it does look like, in order to bring themselves to a place of balance is what I'm getting here. But what I'm seeing here is that somebody was left. I'm getting that somebody may be feeling like they want to reconcile, or they wanted to reconcile, or they did bring themselves back to a place of balance after feeling like things had been turbulent. Can we get more on the Judgment to the Ten of Pentacles, please, for Libra? Why is the Judgment here? Okay. Yeah, something happened in the past that was a painful experience with the Scythe. There's something that had happened that was a painful experience, and it happened while, and I'm getting that this was a strongly committed relationship. Like this was a rooted, with the Ten of Pentacles to the tree here, this is a rooted connection. Something had happened in this rooted connection that caused pain. And somebody may be feeling somewhat protective or even upset about what had gone on here. Can we get more on the Judgment to the Ten of Pentacles, please? There was some sort of, that's okay, so this is what I'm getting. This is a common, what I'm getting here in this reading so far is that there's something that's been unknown to you, Libra. There's something unknown in this connection. It does look like there's some sort of rejection that had taken place here that caused a lot of pain. And it may have caused some sort, there's a very strong energy of there having been an established connection here. Somebody did something out of confusion. Somebody may have been longing for somebody who they had already had in their energy before. Like there was something that there, or somebody was just longing for some sort of, they felt like there was some sort of joy or happiness that they could try and achieve in another place is what I'm getting. So this could be you, this could be the person who you're involved with. What's in the future here? What's in the future? The King of Pentacles in reverse. So there's an energy here of somebody who is potentially not committal. So there may be this situation of somebody who's not really able to commit, or you've also got the potential that somebody is a little materially narcissistic. Somebody who is pretty obsessed with material, likes to spend money, but also doesn't really do a heck of a lot to earn money either. That's not for every single one of you. I'm just letting you know what the energies are that I'm looking at here. So that could be what you've been dealing with here, but it does look like this is if this hasn't been what you have dealt with in the past, it looks like this is potentially what's coming into the future here. There is a serious lack of reciprocity here with the Six of Pentacles. So I'm getting that, Libra, there's a very high potential that you have been connected to somebody who is more of a taker than a giver here. And so what I've got also is that this is potentially a cycle that you continue to repeat. So whether it's with this person or even with somebody else, you may be somebody who just gives more than maybe you should be giving in connections. So what you may be dealing with is this you may be dealing it's either you or somebody in your energy. So if this is not you, then you're the one who's taking. But if you're the giver here, what I'm getting is that you may have this chronic need for validation from people by giving. And there's nothing wrong with giving to people who are in need, absolutely. But the problem is that when you're in a partnership, it's supposed to be more of an equal give and take situation. And we've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse, which really indicates a lack of reciprocity. And Spirit's trying to show us here that there's something that's not over here. There's a cycle that maybe should be over, should have ended, but it's potentially coming back in. And whether it's with a past person that hurt you already, or whether it's a new person, there's something potentially that you have not dealt with in yourself that's coming back in. Okay. It does look like, yeah. So what I'm getting here is that there's some sort of toxicity that's going to come in. I'm getting that there's a temptation coming in towards you. And this is there's a potential that somebody moved on to something else, or was potentially juggling you with somebody else. But whoever this is doesn't want to do that anymore in the future. But it does look like there is this lack of reciprocity. There is this temptation to get back into a cycle, like repeating these cycles here where you feel like your home is broken and you are not really getting back anything that you were putting out. Okay. So Libra, what else can be said here about the King of Pentacles in reverse to the Six of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, so if you're about to go through something really difficult. I'm getting that there's something that's unknown. There's something that's your judgment is clouded on. It may be on your understanding of the toxicity that's existing here. I'm just gonna say what I'm seeing here. You will have to be with yourself on this and figure it out on your own, because this is going to be different for every single one of you. But I'm getting here that we're dealing with a very difficult energy, and this could be draining you even a little bit on the financial scale as well. So there may be a change in direction ahead for you. The compass does represent very similar energies, though, to the Wheel of Fortune. So, but it does have a lot to do with direction. And this is going to be something that you may end up regretting. So if there's something coming back in, potentially chasing you, that there's something that maybe that's unknown to you, that's certain. I believe that if with the book and the cloud showing up there, that really indicates to me that there's some sort of clouded judgment. There's something unknown here. So what's going on with the King of Pentacles in reverse to the Six of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit? Can we get more on this? So yes, you're going to have an opportunity to be in a commitment with either the same person who already did you dirty, because I see the scythe there. So there's something that was done that was very difficult in the past. If you haven't dealt with that in the past, this may not be your reading. But what I'm getting here is that there's some sort of difficulty that has happened in the past for you. And what I'm also getting here, Libra, is that whatever Libra it is that I'm talking to that is resonating with this is somebody who likes to give. That might be your love language, that you feel like you need to constantly be giving in order to feel fulfilled in some way. The problem is that there are some really, really dark energies that will just take advantage of that and take and take and take until that you feel like you're connected to some sort of parasitic vampire. So but it does look like whatever this commitment is, there's something to do with feeling unappreciated in this connection. This person is hiding something. Whoever this is potentially hiding something from you. So whether this is somebody you already know or somebody in the future, Spirit is showing me that there is a repeated cycle. So there is some sort of energy that you're attracting into your life because there's something you have not necessarily come to terms with in yourself that is kind of attracting that, okay? But you're meant to have an epiphany about this. And it may have something to do with forgiveness, but it does look like you're potentially getting yourself involved with somebody too where your value systems are a little bit not in alignment with each other either. So that's going to be a hurdle as well. What is the obstacle here? What is the obstacle here, Spirit, for Libra? Your obstacle is that there's something about you. Okay, so here's what I've got. As soon as I saw this card, I saw stubbornness. There may be this unwillingness to change something. There may be an unwillingness to let something go, okay? And whatever this is that you're not willing to let go of is going to require a lot of work. So this is going to be an obstacle. We'll see what else Spirit has to say about this. Yeah, there's something that's potentially that you may have that has been laid to rest. You may have even been healing from something. And if this comes back into your life, this is potentially going to bring you a lot of strife and potential anxiety. Something that okay, so that's what I'm seeing here is that there's somebody who could potentially walked away from you or who you walked away from who is coming back into your life. Okay. And this is somebody who it does manipulate is what I'm getting here with, especially when we saw that mask and everything too. This is something you may already know this, or you may not. There's this, you may not fully understand yet that this is something that doesn't actually make you happy is what I'm getting here, or you're potentially not going to feel completely fulfilled and happy if you're in a connection where you're giving more than you're receiving. And I'm not saying that a relationship should be transactional by any stretch of the imagination, but when you're the only one giving to a connection, you are now dealing with a parasitic vampire energy, and it can be very draining. So just, and I'm sure if you've been through this, you're already aware of that. What's the Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles, Spirit? The Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles for Libra. It's showing, okay, so now we've got the main male here. So, I mean, it could be anything. If you're the feminine watching, you could be holding on to the main male. Or if you're the main male, you could be holding on to the main female. The main male is coming out here in the obstacle. So, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, this is a general reading, so really gender is fluid here. There is going to be some sort of communication here. Somebody has potentially not let you go, and it's something that you would have to, they might be working on a plan to come in. So, Spirit is saying to expect it. Can we get more on this Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles energy? We've got destiny. This is destined to happen. That's why we saw that Wheel of Fortune in reverse, but it is destined. And this is somebody who may have already burned their bridges with you, okay? Libra, like this is somebody who you've already feel like you may have hit rock bottom with. And if you haven't hit rock bottom with this person already, you may. Because Spirit's telling you this is a gamble. This is a gamble. And there is something here that's unknown. There's something that's unknown, and there may be something that would completely change your perspective on this person if you knew something about some of the secrets that are being kept here, is what's showing up. All right. So what's the advice, Spirit, for Libra? What's the advice for Libra? What's the advice? Okay, so you're dealing with a very emotionally immature energy here. And again, now we're getting, so here's what I've got. If you know, if you know what you know about this connection, and if none of this is resonating for you, Libra, then it's probably not your reading. But if you know what you know about, I'm going to say it straight up. My daughter's a Libra, and none of this would resonate for her. I know it wouldn't. So this is to a specific Libra. But if you know what you know about this situation and continue to potentially want to allow this into your life, Spirit is saying that you are choosing the path of low confidence and low self-esteem, because this is a very emotionally immature connection. You're dealing with somebody who's not giving to you in a way that you deserve. Like, it's almost like you don't even know your own worth is what I'm seeing here. And again, with the Queen of Wands in reverse to the Empress in reverse, I'm seeing a potential of we're looking at potential infidelity here. Potential. I'm not saying it's necessarily what it actually is that you're dealing with, but for some of you, that is what you're dealing with. There may be some sort of false comfort that you feel like you're getting from this connection. And Spirit is saying, okay, so here we go. The Fool in reverse is my Spirit warning you that you already should be able to predict the consequences of your actions moving forward. This isn't as innocent as the Fool in the upright. The Fool in reverse is a fool who already knows. You're like, almost like you're doing something foolish here, straight up. This connection I'm getting is very draining on you. For some of you, this could be a financially draining connection with that Five of Pentacles. But the Fool in reverse is an energy of you should be able to reasonably predict the consequences of your actions before moving forward. And so as a result of being able to know that, if you do walk back into this situation, you will be repeating a cycle where you were badly hurt in the past, is what's showing up. Okay. Can we get a little bit more on the Page of Cups in reverse to the Queen of Wands in reverse? We've got, so it's, Spirit's asking you to look deeper. If you try to dig deeper into this situation, be with yourself, talk to Spirit, get in touch with, if you ever feel like you have something profound come to you, it's not you. That is actually your intuition. That's Spirit talking to you. So if you feel like you have any unanswered questions about yourself that you want answered, you can do that. You can get in touch with that, especially first thing. I find first thing in the morning is when those messages come to me the most. I feel like this came out already, or at least we saw it, something to do with moving on to something more distant for yourself. I don't know, this might have been another reading. And there is a message of concern here. Spirit's concern. There is a concern about moving forward with something in the present moment here, is what I've got. Can we get a little bit more on the Page of Cups in reverse to the Queen of Wands in reverse for Libra? So there's been some sort of something to do with gossip. So that might be part of what's unknown and the clouds. I am seeing the gossip card now. So there's something that has something to do with somebody talking. You may have to go deeper, and this is a gamble. There's something that you are taking a serious gamble on here, and that's the second time we see this card. And in time, there is going to be something that you're going to have to face that's going to derive a lot of emotions from you. And there is a soul contract with this person, and everybody thinks that soul contract means something fluffy. It doesn't. If you're in a soul contract with somebody, you are likely going to learn through a lot of pain. Pain. And it looks like it already happened. You've already experienced the pain that you are likely going to experience in the future. If Spirit just told me that. That's why the Fool was in reverse, is because there's something you should already be able to predict the consequences of that you may just walk right into because you're not really considering it. And that's why Spirit is asking you to go deeper. There may be this feeling of having unfinished business, and there may be unfinished business there. Your soul is here to learn something, and the soul understands that there's going to be some difficult times, and that's really hard to go through, but I believe that the soul wants us to go through those difficult times in order for us to adjust ourselves to the standard we need to adjust ourselves to be on a path of illumination. So, all right, what is the outcome here for Libra, Spirit? What is the outcome here for Libra? What's going to be the outcome here? There's something to do with bad news. Again, because so this is potentially going in a really sour direction for you. Again, there's the Fool in reverse. Spirit is saying that you are doing something that you should be able to predict the consequences of your actions for. And that's why that will came up. You need to consider something, dig a little deeper. There's something that's unknown for sure. So there may be something that's unknown that's going to, if you knew about it, it would change your mind about something. There is going to be a shock and surprise in the outcome. And it's something to do, and here's what I've got, okay, Libra, is that there's something that's unknown here, but if you dig deep into your intuition, you'll be able to figure it out. It may have something to do with infidelity. We do see the Empress in reverse here, or it just has something to do with somebody who doesn't fulfill their duties as a partner here. All right, so can we get more on the Page of Wands in reverse to the Fool in reverse? More on the Page of Wands in reverse to the Fool in reverse. Okay, so this is okay. When I look at the Labyrinth card, this is my card of counter intuition. When we run into the obstacles that we run into in life, it's simply because we're not following intuition. We're actually falling into temptation. Whether you're religious or believe in Christianity or not, there is something to the idea of being delivered from temptation, because once we go down these paths where we follow the temptations that come up for us, that's when we start hitting roadblocks. So Spirit is saying you're about to hit a potential roadblock if you go for this, okay? There is going to be some sort of intimate discussion between you and somebody else with the owls here. And it's whatever this is going to possibly bring you despair. There may be something to do with gossip here that you don't know about. There's a mystery here. There is a certain element of this reading that's a little shrouded in mystery. So because of the fact that there is something that you do not know, but Spirit is trying to tell you that if you follow your intuition, there's something that's okay, and out jumps unexpected outcome. There's something that you're not really expecting here in the outcome. And you're going to feel like you may end up missing an opportunity doing something else. And because of the fact that this other temptation is coming into your life, I'm just going to say it. You may end up neglecting something in order to go towards this. And you're going to feel guilty for it. It does look like your value system with this connection is not really, you're not really in alignment. And it does look like the two of you have this chemistry thing going on though, which is very reminiscent as to why it is that we saw the devil there. So, all right, Libra, that is your reading. We are going to pull some angel messages just to wrap this up. If you have a question, you might want to consider the question right now. because some of these cards are yes and no. So we'll find out. One, can we get an energy here? Trust is the first one. Can we get another one? Let go. There's something you need to let go of. That's what is showing up here in your obstacle. There's something that you're holding on to. And communicate clearly. There is going to be communication coming in. Because there is an opportunity. But I don't think that it's in this. I mean, there are too many energies that are showing me that it looks like a bad idea. So Libra, that is your reading for April 6th to the 12th, 2025. Thank you so much for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. And until I read you again, have yourself a blessed week.